I was probably as skeptical as anyone about the economics of it. And I think this was 2016. I had my first meeting with Mark Fleming, who was former staffer for a Republican congressman in North Carolina. And we spent a couple hours talking about the economics of it. And I went back and did some research on it. And he was right that the cost of the panels and the electricity generated from the panels had decreased. The cost of the panels themselves like 90% over the last 15 years or so. And the electricity, the cost of it is comparable to, as you know now, the group on the call knows, to fossil fuel generations comparable to nuclear traditional forms of electrical generation. And I would bet now with the big jump in the cost of natural gas, it's actually the cheapest form of energy, solar and wind together. And I didn't really realize that based 4 years ago. And so I was thinking, okay, if I didn't realize it, and I read a lot, I follow the business news on a daily basis, and there's probably a lot of other folks that have the same perceptions that I had, which is accurate even now. So when I found that out, I'm like, okay, from an economic standpoint, this makes so much sense. This isn't just about a cleaner environment or cleaner air, but this actually makes a business sense to do it this way. And then when you look at the companies in Virginia, about half of the largest company in Virginia have goals to use 100% renewable energy. About half of them. There are dozens more kind of smaller and mid-sized ones who've also had those kind of goals. Microsoft, who has I think in Virginia probably multi-billion-dollar investments in data centers here, have a goal to be 100% renewable energy. Amazon Web Services, the same thing. So from an economic standpoint, to me, it just kind of made sense. Our businesses want it. The state says it's something that's needed. And there's this roadblock at the local level that I think only through education, letting people know the benefits for their community, as well as the state and the world, can we kind of get this through. So that's been my interest in it, just the economics of it, what it means for the localities, because there's a lot of benefits, a lot of tax benefits, a lot of benefits they get from these kind of projects that we try to educate people on that they don't really know.
Yeah, they've really snuck up on us. I want to come back, and I think we might be able to spend 2 hours on all the benefits. We can't presume everybody in our audience knows, because even amongst professionals, it's just a super sophisticated world. We're all, as Adam Smith would probably marvel, how we're super sub specialists now, and it's just really hard to do this kind of cross silo education, even no matter how high your IQ is.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.